Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 58 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage
after the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. second down throw on target. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On fourth down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper, taking it about the 36. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
37-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
That's caught inside the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater now. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ryan, and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Derek Brown in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
45-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the ref makes the call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Falcons, nothing.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Stephen Weatherly. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touch. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll push his way up out to about the 44 here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves the tip of the cap.
Sly on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
33-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return this time will go into the 42-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnovers.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 42 yards. Thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Falcons, nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Falcons ready to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking at throwing it on 2nd down. Ryan, Derek Brown bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is Smith. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard.
Throwing again. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Carolina, They'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.